Hi, this is Rick, Vintage Oddball Cards. Hope everyone's doing well out there. 1 week until the National. I cannot wait. This will be my last video before the National. Hey, track me down. I'm going to be there from Wednesday to Sunday, most likely wearing a Christy Mathewson t-shirt or Willie Mays t-shirt. So, yeah. Just tap on my shoulder, and I'd love to meet you guys. So today, kind of excited. I got a PSA return. Some photos came back from PSA, and I have a question for everyone out there. My question is, what would you prefer? I'm going to show you a photo of the babe, a 1935 photo of the babe, or a 1935 card of the babe. Which one? I know everyone initially is going to say, hey, I would rather have the card because all you guys watching this are, and collect cards. Not necessarily photos, but I'm going to start with the photo. It's a 1935 Type 1 snapshot of Babe Ruth. Here, original photo. In 1935, he played for the Boston Braves. He was traded to Boston in February of 35 and retired actually June 2nd of 1935. This might be the best photo I've seen of the babe in a Boston uniform. I took a chance on bidding on this particular card. I felt confident that it was a Type 1 photo. Again, a Type 1 photo would be from the original negative and developed the same time period as a picture was taken. And whoever took this particular picture, even though it's a snapshot, most likely was a professional photographer just because of the quality of the photo, but also the paper stock is a little bit thicker than normal for this time period. So 1935 Babe Ruth holding those bats, picking one out, really, really cool. Or would you rather have the 1935 4-in-1 here of the babe? Right there's the babe right there. Now, price-wise on these two, roughly about the same. It's tough that you can pretty much look up the comps for this particular card, but tough to on the photo itself. It's pretty much a 1-of-1 photo, but I think roughly about the same price range for each of these. So just interesting to see which one you would actually prefer to add to your collection. So just comment down below. I would say I would go to the photo 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 if it's roughly the same price. Some other stuff that came in. This one here. Now, the quality of the photo I just showed you, Babe Ruth, this one's just the opposite. This one was overexposed and it's fading, but hey, it's Lou Gehrig, original snapshot of Lou here, staring at the camera, which is really, really cool. And you're going to see it's a Type 1 in the 1930s of Lou Gehrig. This one I showed before, but I didn't have it PSA authenticated yet. This is the photograph of Jackie Robinson, his 1953 card. This was used for his 1953 Topps card, a Bertie Stein photo. This is a Type 2. So it's from the original negative, but this was developed in the 1970s. If you were to have a Type 1, this particular Type 1, you could probably retire. Well, maybe not retire, but close to it, because a Type 1 of the Jackie Robinson would be, this one's still pretty expensive if I were to try to sell this particular card or photo. This one, really one of my favorite players to collect. Love this photo. And this is a Type 2 of Christy Mathewson here. This picture was actually taken in 1919. He was just discharged from the service. He's in spring training in Florida. showing his famous grip there, the fadeaway grip. And up here, you're going to see it's a Type 2, and it's United Press International photo stamping here. So just a beautiful picture of Maddie here. Now this one here, I thought it's kind of a, just like when you're grading cards, you're not sure what it's going to come back. Is it a Type 1, Type 2, Type 3? I was pretty confident on this one being a Type 1 photo, but you never know. I was worried it might be a Type 3. A Type 3 is from a duplicate negative. So here's the Babe again. In 1928, it says in your back, July 14th, 1928, Babe and two young infielders of the St. Louis Browns here. Really cool. On the back here, you're going to see the caption telling you that St. Louis Browns infielders, and the stamping on the back here. So how you can pretty much tell, one would be a professional could tell, PSA can tell by one, the stamping on the back. The stamping on the back, what year roughly it was stamped, because different photo agencies use different stamps and time periods, and the caption here, and just the quality of the picture and the paper used. So this came back a Type 1. Here is a Wally Pipp. He got pipped. As most of you have heard the story of Wally Pipp, he lost his job to Lou Gehrig, never got it back. This is 1926. The first year he's with the Reds, Cincinnati Reds here. He was actually a very good ball player. But you'll see the stamping here, Associated Central Press International Association, and the caption on the back here. So this is also a Type 1 photo. This one here is a Type 2 so again, this was developed in the 1950s, Bob Feller, Type 2. And I've shown you this one before, but not in a slab. This is Melot, came back a Type 1 again. And this one's also a Type 1 of Hack Wilson, Original News Service Photo, Associated Press. So really cool. So again, a Type 1 would be original negative, it was developed in the same time period as the photo was taken. A Type 2 would be original negative, but was developed after 2 years, could be 10 years, 20 years, when the photo was actually developed, but it was from the original negative. A Type 3 would be a duplicate negative, but in the same time period. I just lost out on a Christy Mathewson, a photo that was used for his T206 cards. It was a Type 3. It was a duplicate negative by the Brown brothers, but it was a duplicate, but it was in the same time period as the photo was taken, and it went $500 more than I even offered. So it was just crazy amount of money, even though it was a Type 3. And then a Type 4 would be a duplicate negative from today. It was developed. So those are just worth, whatever you want for, whether it's 10, 20, $30, because they're not worth it nearly as much because it's a duplicate negative and it's developed at any time. So anyway, hopefully that gives you some information about photos, and thanks again for watching, and I'm again fired up to meet everyone at the National. This is Rick, Vintage Oddball Cards. Bye.